Is Jerry's criticism of the wide receivers fair or foul? Former Cowboy.
I can't say. Listen, I come on this show and I want to have healthy debate and I want to talk about things that I can actually win. I have no way out of this damn conversation. Because the problem is this, man. Okay? Jerry, please don't reiterate what coaches are telling you. That's the bottom. Why? Why do you have to do this? And I wish somebody in that Cowboy facility would have respect that I got to sit across from this dude every damn Wednesday and they keep giving him ammunition to talk about the damn Dallas Cowboys. Here's the bottom line, man. Okay, that may be the case. And that's the case on a lot of football teams. That's something week in and week out that quarterbacks and wide receivers deal with. They go through their progression. We see Tom Brady look at his receivers crazy when something is off. We see Aaron Rodgers shake his head and roll his eyes when things don't work out well. But when you're the Dallas Cowboys, okay, and Jerry, I know this for a fact. I've spent 8 years in that organization. I know that Jerry meets with the coaches after games. He's in the room listening to adjustments, listening to what they want to do, talking about personnel decisions. And this is something that I'm sure came up in one of those meetings. Or the wide receiver coach or the quarterback coach, offensive coordinator Kellerman said this. This came from somewhere. But the bottom line is this, man. Why does it have to be public? Why can't you just keep this in-house and fix the issue in practice and under the cover of the team? These guys just coming back. Amari Cooper been out with COVID. We talk about CeeDee Lamb coming off of a concussion. And then Jerry on radio after a win against the Saints, who, by the way, have a pretty good defense. Offense, let's not talk about it. It's bad. But the defense is solid. And you come away with a win, and then we start talking about the inerrant throws because receivers aren't running their route right. That ain't a setup for what we trying to do in Dallas. I'm a leader, Mike alone. I can't argue with this one with you, Stephen A. Because every week I got to come in here and fight. All my life I had to fight for the damn Dallas Cowboys on First Take. And then Jerry and everybody that talk keep giving you ammunition. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm going to take my whooping on this one because I didn't do it. America, I didn't do it. Stephen A., do your thing.
P.T. Barnum at it again. How many times do I have to tell y'all that?
That's a circus for the young kids, in case they don't know.
For the little kitty kids
Yeah.
out there, for the little kitty kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't know how many times, like, the Dallas Cowboys have the number 2 ranked offense in the National Football League. Mm-hmm. The Dallas Cowboys have the number 1 offense in yards accumulated in the National Football League. The Dallas Cowboys have the 4th ranked passing attack in the National Football League. And this brother is on public airwaves talking about route running or the receiver. And that's what's that for. I mean, this is a beautiful thing. How many times do I have to tell Cowboy haters out there, just wait, be patient, relax, don't panic, they won't let you down. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all be going like this. Oh, man, what kind of football analysis is that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that ain't telling us something we don't know. Yeah, it is, because you won't accept it. See, Stevie A, you know, I'm here for y'all. I'm here for y'all. I'm here to bless the American public with the knowledge it needs to understand. Stevie A is here for y'all. I keep trying to tell y'all. They gonna mess it up. Now, let's backtrack for a second here. Let's just go down the list of things. Because, see, this only happened to the Dallas Cowboys, okay? So we got this juggernaut of an offense, this team that's improved. I mean, we got Dan Quinn. I mean, this dude is the savior, even though he just got fired from Atlanta. But that's neither here nor there. He's the savior. So he's there as a defensive coordinator. He's there as a, I like Dan. He's there as a defensive coordinator. He comes, he upgrades the defense. But what happens? Everybody want to act like, well, what are you upgrading from? You came from the basement because Mike McCarthy hired Mike Nolan when you had no business doing that. But that's neither here nor there. We go to the offensive side of the ball. Zip it, Swagoo. Take it. Just take it right now. So here we go, right? We get to the offensive side of the ball, and we get to a lot of things. So what we got here? We got guys missing games because of COVID. We got guys missing a game because of PED use. We had guys missing. One guy got suspended.
Do we have to do this?
No, listen, because it's important. It's important. Because
we deserve it this time, Molly.
Listen, here's the deal. You had one guy that got caught trying to bribe the tester. You cannot make this up. This is all I'm trying to say. And what does all of this come down to? I tried to tell people this. I'm going to know the Cowboys, even though it's not the Cowboys that I hate, it's their fans because I can't stand it, disgusting and nauseated, and they make me sick. But that's neither here nor there. Do you understand, Molly and Swagoo? When I go to Dallas, I'm a star. I'm a star. If I'm a star in Dallas, could you imagine how the players are when they're winning? And this is the part that I'm getting to. Dallas is a marvelous city.
Absolutely.
It's a lot to do. It's beautiful in so many different ways. It is a special place. I love Dallas to visit. Wouldn't mind living there. That's how beautiful of a city Dallas is. And what I'm saying to you is, it's a lot of distractions. When you winning and you feeling yourself, it's a lot to get caught up in. And so as a result of that, what I'm trying to say to y'all, they ain't disciplined. Not Dak. I'm not talking about him, even though he liked to party a little bit himself. But you know what? I'm just saying, but the COVID thing, but that's all right. He's all right. He's a leader and deserving of his money and deserving of his status. Love Dak Prescott. But they got a relatively young team and certain key pieces that are in Big D, that are distracted, and you got an owner that won't squash it or subside it in any way. He feeds into the hype. And as a result, it puts more of a spotlight on them, which they are incapable of dealing with, which is why I keep saying they will fall. It is who they are. You can book it. It's who they are.
Marcus,
that's all I'm trying to say to y'all.
Before I move on, is there any credence to Stephen A's
Yes,
argument?
he knows it is.
I can't help but say yes.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.